So here we go again. First it was Boog. Now it's Little Mama. Back at it again. Here they go talking about depopulation when she was just at a ball flipping and flopping, voguing like one of the trans women. I'm confused, y'all. Somebody please help me make this shit make sense. Why in the hell are they so worried about transgender people, transgender children? And then she had the nerve to say, used to be a cat, now I'm a dog. Like it's something wrong with being trans. Y'all really need to go do y'all research and understand what it means to be transgender. Stop being ignorant.
Come on. You always have to remember your truth. You were born a man. I just feel that even though you're the face for transgenders, you're the face for America right now so people can get it and then move on.
If a guy runs into a tranny and she says, "Hi, my name is Amanda," and he starts to date her, and then later on he finds out that she's a tranny, he can't get mad, right? Because she did say she was a man. Duh. Well.
And then we have ignorant ass people like Boog from the group B2K thinking it's okay to chime in on Zaya Wade in the interview that she had with Michelle Obama, talking about this child shouldn't be the first runner and the world is coming to an end. First of all, nigga, go address Christos. How about that? Y'all need to keep y'all fucking nose out of trans people's business. And if you don't have nothing good to say, hell, don't say nothing at all. You ignorant ass buffoons keep on thinking that it's got something to do with depopulation and some type of agenda. No, baby, this is a biological factor. Y'all need to go deeper. Let me run this video so I can try to help y'all understand just a little bit more how this shit go.
Transgender means a person identifies as a gender other than what they were assigned at birth.
Cisgender, on the other hand, are those who identify as the same gender they were assigned at birth. Unfortunately, being trans is a much more difficult path than being cis.
Transgender individuals face a world filled with violence, erasure, and ignorance, but by being true to themselves, they open up a road for so many others to follow. Still, why would anyone purposefully subject themselves to a life of difficulty? Well, it's not a choice, it's who they are, and science can back that up.
One study, published in the Journal of Neuroscience, identified networks in the brain associated with gender. Using diffusion-based magnetic resonance tomography imaging, the researchers looked at the brains of people who are transgender as well as female and male controls.
They found microstructures or connections in the brain that differed significantly between the male and female subjects. However, the networks in the brains of those who identified as transgender seemed to take up a middle position.
The researchers also found a link between these networks and the amount of testosterone in the bloodstream, suggesting that sex hormones affect how these structures form in the brain, which is supported by earlier research.
Right. Some regions of the brain showed difference based on gender. In one study published in the Journal of Psychiatric Research, scientists used MRI techniques to scan the brains of 18 people who were assigned female but identify as male, and 24 male and 19 female heterosexual controls. The researchers found that the white matter of female to male individuals who received no hormone therapy more closely resembled brains of the male subjects than the female subjects.
Another study by that same research group, also published in the Journal of Psychiatric Research, focused on those who were assigned male at birth but identified female. The researchers used similar techniques as the other study and found that their white matter microstructures fell between the measurements of male and female subjects. One of the authors of the study concluded, their brains are not completely masculinized and not completely feminized, but they still feel female.
And if it's a matter of brain wiring, a lot of kids would know early, and they do. In one study published in the Graduate Journal of Social Science found that 76% of participants knew they were transgender before they left elementary school.
A small study published in the journal Psychological Science found that kids as young as 5 who identify as trans showed a consistency in gender identity across various measures. I actually saw Laverne Cox speak at an event at Rutgers, and she said exactly the same thing. The researchers asked 32 transgender kids aged 5 to 12 questions about gender and under the implicit association test to see how kids identify with various things. Using the IAT, the researchers could see how quickly the kids associated gender with the concepts of me and not me. It's a fast test, so they don't have a lot of time to think about it, they just respond.
The researchers found that the kids' responses were indistinguishable from their cisgendered peers. The transgender girls responded the same as cisgender girls, and the transgender boys responded just like the cisgender boys. The researchers concluded that their study provided clear evidence to support that transgender children are not confused, delayed, pretending, or oppositional. They instead show responses entirely typical and expected for children with their gender identity.
So how in the fuck is it depopulation or some sort of agenda that y'all think is happening when the proof is right there in y'all face? This is why the fuck you need to do your research, because bitch, y'all sound dumb as hell talking about depopulation and some white man pushing some sort of agenda. Bitch, they had straight shit on TV all my fucking life, and bitch, I never turned out straight. So y'all need to cut that bullshit. And if it's a choice, bitch, y'all let me see you choose to be trans or gay. Wake up tomorrow and let me see you choose to be trans or gay. Baby, the sooner y'all accept the fact that people are born into different realities, and sometimes that reality go beyond the reality that you think is right, the better this world will be. Everybody is not born the same. Some people are born different. It ain't got nothing to do with no fucking agenda. Trans people been around forever. Like I said, do your fucking research. Now, bye. I'm sick of y'all.